Hello everyone, a warm welcome and a heartfelt namaste to you. Thanks to all of you for watching our videos, liking our videos, writing in your comments and also giving in your suggestions. So, as we continue today with our retrograde, today we talk about retrogrades references in classics. Most classics state that when a planet is retrograde and debilitated, it gives the effect of a exalted planet, and conversely, when a planet is exalted and retrograde, it gives an effect of a debilitated planet. In practice, when we check it, we do not find it like that. And so the statement of the classics does bear repeated reading and deeper understanding. When a planet is debilitated, it is not in a very good state to give a great deal of effects. But when it becomes retrograde, it gets a strength called Cheshtabal. And when we're doing the Shadbalas, it gives an immense amount of strength and ability for the planet to perform very well. And that has been discussed in detail in one of my previous videos. So, a debilitated planet would definitely gain a lot of strength, and since the highest expression that we know of is that of an exaltation, so probably it is being compared to giving having so much of effect that it can give the effect of an exalted planet. One thing we all need to understand, that the uh, retrograde planet has something called free will, which is not very associated with all the planets, especially the planets in 6, 8, 12 houses. There, the ability to have free will is kind of restricted. So when we're talking about this retrograde debilitated planet, here what we see is that the person will have an ability to push their work forward and can at the most also attain the status of an exalted planet. So when we are talking about a debilitated planet, a retrograde exalted planet, now an exalted retrograde planet, does it give you the effect of debilitated planet? What they also mean, what could have also been meant there was that since it's moving away from its place of exaltation and it is moving to the probably the next sign or otherwise, it would not be giving that amount of exaltation effect, or would not be giving that ability to the planet as a normal exalted planet would give. So these are the things that we really need to take into account when we're talking about retrograde planets which are exalted or debilitated. So we can work on a chart, work on few charts and see how these dictums work. Right at the beginning, I'll take the a very known chart for me, and I see that Jupiter here is exalted and retrograde in the 7th house. When we are talking about the 7th house, the first thing that we come to our minds comes to our mind is partnerships, marriage, uh, professional relationships, position in society, also higher education. So these are the few things that we need to consider, and Jupiter is also the lord of the 12th house and the 3rd house. So these things, when we are talking about, would be highly affected because it's exalted and yet it is retrograde. In my practical experiences, I have seen, and as I know this chart well, I was able to understand that retrograde though it is, this person has so working with the married life, 27 years and still going strong in their married life. When we're talking about padaprapti or attainment of status, this person has in his professional life achieved a very good status, and as a lord of the 3rd house, he has tried really hard to work from scratch to go where he is, and has been very successful in his career and also in his business partnerships. Finally, when we come to 12th house of travels, or 12th house of international name and fame, he's also gone international and has made his mark there. So we see, though he's, and he has very strong certified, done number of courses, done number of, has a number of degrees. So studies, higher studies, which is seen from 7th house, also is also right there in his chart. What we can say is that he could have had more luxuries in life, he could have had a better position in life, as this planet is not is in moving away from the point of exaltation. He would have had a lot more had this planet been direct and exalted. Muhammad Ali's chart, Saturn is debilitated with the Lord of the 10th house and is debilitated in the 10th house and is the Karaka for the 10th house. Saturn is also the Lord of the 7th and the 8th house. So it should give excessive results with with these houses. And as there is a cancellation of debilitation right here, with being with Mars, which is forming a Ruchika Yoga. So here his Saturn should give excellent results. But we know that he came up from scratch and he worked his way right up, very hard work. And this Saturn gave him the ability to work real hard, and only then was he able to attain success. There had been number of litigations against him. In the 7th, as a 7th lord, it could have given him his career on a silver platter. It never happened like that. He had to work every inch of the way that he climbed up the stairs, up the ladder of success. So we see that this Saturn, which is the Karaka of the 10th house, which is the Karaka of the 7th house, in the sense that it is about Pad Prapti, and did not give him that many successes as he could have had. So we see this cancellation of debilitation is not happening, and neither is it giving him a right on position of a very exalted planet. We must understand one thing, that if it is debilitated and there is a niche hung, then definitely then it has to go down to a place where it would be debilitated and then move towards a cancellation. That means he would be climbing up after reaching some low, and that has happened a numerous times in Muhammad Ali's chart. Finally, we take the case of Lady Diana. In Lady Diana's case, we see that Jupiter is debilitated in the 3rd house, Lord of the 2nd and the 5th house, and is with the 3rd Lord. Again, we see that this retrograde Jupiter, which is debilitated, should give her an exaltation experience. Well, 3rd house is the Bhagya of marriage. It is also unlocking of karma. She did have her share of name and fame, as the 5th Lord suggests, and she did have her as being the 5th Lord suggests, and she also had her share of very beautiful children. But was she able to live with them for a long period of time? And was she able to sustain Bhagya of her marriage? Was it sustainable for a great period of time? Well, we all know her story and we know that it was not so. Also, we see that during, if you look into her chart, if you look into her dasha, it was during the Jupiter Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha when she and Prince Charles, they announced their separation. They announced that they were going to be separated and divorced. So we see that though it gave her a high position, a great deal in terms of children, in terms of name and fame, in terms of marriage, but it did not last long, as it should have had it been an exalted planet. So we need to understand that just because a planet is debilitated and retrograde does not mean that it will give very great effects. At the same time, when it is exalted, and debilitated, exalted and retrograde does not mean it will give a debilitating or a very bad effect. It simply means that one needs to work very hard at it. One needs to put in a great deal of effort when it is debilitated, and then it will give a very strong effect, albeit it may not be for a long time. And when it is exalted but retrograde, it means one would try really hard, can have problems, but all those problems, all those obstacles, by the use of free will, can be removed and one can achieve great heights. So we need to read the classics with all the meanings and all the connotations that they may have, and they are a warehouse of knowledge. We need to understand it on a deeper level. Till we meet again, stay safe, be happy.